America is considered unique in its treatment of slavery because it was race-based, but I say if race is the color of your skin, then Africa engaged in it with their treatment of albinos.
While it is true that the transatlantic slave trade and the system of slavery that developed in the Americas was race-based, slavery has existed in many different forms and in many different cultures throughout history. It is not accurate to say that America is unique in its treatment of slavery, as slavery has been practiced in many different forms in various cultures around the world, including in Africa. However, it is worth noting that the specific form of slavery that developed in the Americas, particularly the system of chattel slavery, was particularly and had no rights or legal standing, and the system was perpetuated by the racial ideology that black people were inherently inferior and suited for servitude. This legacy of racism and oppression has had lasting impacts on American society and continues to shape issues of race and inequality in the United States today.
Would Africa's discrimination against albinos count as racism?
Yes, discrimination against albinos in Africa could be considered a form of racism, as it is based on a person's physical characteristics, skin color, and not on any individual qualities or actions. Racism does not necessarily require a specific historical context or power dynamic, but rather refers to discrimination based on race or ethnicity.
It's harder to know what to call it because albino is a skin color and a disability, so it could count as a form of ableism and racism.
It's a complex issue, and there are different perspectives on how to label discrimination against albinos in Africa. Some may argue that it constitutes a form of racism, as it involves discrimination based on physical characteristics associated with a particular race or ethnicity. It constitutes a form of ableism, as albinism is a genetic condition that can affect individuals of any race or ethnicity. Ultimately, the most appropriate label may depend on the specific cultural and historical context of the discrimination in question, as well as the experiences and perspectives of those affected by it.